That's
Oh, hello, everybody. Dan DeFederici, Saratoga Report. And I am here with someone who's arguably the hardest working man in Saratoga these days, our mayor, John Safford. Mayor, you are going door to door. You are are there two of you? Because you seem to be making a lot of events. Holy cow, you've been out there. How's everything going and how's the campaign trail?
well. I mean, I think just as the mayor, it's very important that I represent the city in as many different venues as I can. I mean, recently I've spent a lot of time out at Therapeutic Horses. They've had a number of events over the last couple of months. I was just out there just 2 days ago in the morning. It was a little chilly out there, but what they're doing out there was very interesting, and that was they were working with Charlton School to make, they have horses, in a variety of barns out there.
Yes, I'm
And
familiar.
a lot of volunteers come out to work with the horses. And so what they came up with was, a number of utility kind of boxes. And they made quite a number of them, I think 5 or 6 of them. And they worked with Curtis Lumber, who provided the materials. Curtis Lumber, by the way, is just a wonderful community participant. And then the Charlton School, have some challenged kids there, and what they are doing is learning how to make these boxes. They made beautiful boxes. Really, they're really ready for the weather out there, and I mean, it was just a wonderful thing. And pretty much every time I'm out there, I'm finding different things that they do that are very community oriented. Of course, my primary interest in that is they're very helpful to vets, and
Yes, they are.
veterans are the thing that I've spent 20 years working with homeless vets, and also helping veterans learn how to deal with PTSD and things of that nature, which is what they do. And I also work with another group that I just had an opportunity to speak with and that's Alliance 360, which is again another horse-related PTSD reversing therapy that uses horses. I was just out there with them. Yeah, speaking of military and vets and that, I also was able to just recently visit the moving Vietnam Wall, where a good friend of mine name is on that wall. So whenever I have an opportunity to honor him or to remember him, when the wall is available, I was up there just recently doing that. But there are so many. I was just at the Preservation Society, and their annual awards night, and I was able to participate in that. Just every day, I have different things that people are asking me to do. Another thing that I just did was with the high school history class.
Okay.
A number, like I think there were 7 or 8 students who came to the council room, and each of them read off a number of names of veterans who had died in World War II, had given their lives for the country. That was very
yes. There's a story today out on that. That's terrific that those students are doing such a thing.
Yeah, and I'm going to be talking with more students. I mean, the better, and I'm really trying to work out relationships with the students here, and not only Skidmore as well, and but definitely with the high school. The more we can get the students engaged in government, I think it's a benefit for everyone. So I'm going to continue to do things like that as long as the school wants me to be involved or is willing to have me get involved. So I'm going to continue to do that.
Terrific.
Yesterday I was at a live shooter story. What they play act over at the hospital.
Okay.
That's very important for our safety.
Yes.
And just these are just a number of the things. I mean, I'm constantly going out and representing the city. And one of the things that I do say is that's one of the things that I think I bring to the city is, I take my role very seriously. I'm very proud of being the mayor of the city, and have this opportunity to represent the city in just a variety of venues. And I am, and just the other day, I was at the 100th year anniversary of the Lions, for example. At night, I was able to go and talk there. And again, it's such a privilege, and such an honor for me to have this opportunity to do the best I can in representing our wonderful city.
That,
So
that,
those are just a
that's
few of the
great.
things that I've been doing.
You just wow, you've been on the go. Hey, let's shift a little bit. One of the things you're doing is campaigning. It's the necessary function in a democracy. You're up for reelection, Mayor, and you and I have had some offline discussions. You seem generally buoyed, generally energized by the fact that you are running one of your lines is the One Saratoga line.
Yes.
I don't want to steal your thunder here. To tell me, tell me if I'm describing that accurately. That you're energized by it, you're buoyed by it, you're proud of it.
I like the idea of One Saratoga, which I'm assuming everybody knows has 3 Democrats on it and 3 Republicans and an independent. And the idea of city before party, or the idea of a people before party, I think is a wonderful addition to our city. We can be very divided politically in a city like ours, or have been in the past. And I don't think that benefits the city very much. So I'm glad to have a more moderate line that is made up of moderates from both the Democrats and the Republicans. And the One Saratoga line does reflect a lot of the people on the Republican line, but you have to keep in mind that 2 years ago, the Democrats would not put Tim Cole on their line. They actually put him on this year, but they wouldn't 2 years ago. And the Republican chairman said, "This is a good man. I don't care if he's a Democrat. I'm going to put him on the line," and took a lot of grief for that, by the way. And now this year, we're putting Jess Teresi on the line, who also is a Democrat, and the Democrat Party would not recognize her. So that's how, again, it's a matter of trying to get the most professional, most qualified people to run. And I think that the One Saratoga folks have recognized that. They're primarily, in fact, the two of the leaders there are past the Democrat Party chairman. So it's definitely made up primarily of moderate Democrats. But the point that's exciting about this is that it starts to point us toward the middle, and stop from, or at least it's a reminder that we're Saratogians first. We're not party people first. And then it also reminds us that good people make a difference. And when I say good people, I've been, like when I was at the Lions, a lot of people ask me why Saratoga Springs is so great, and it is. And we have a lot of celebrities who come, and a lot of money is spent here, and all those things that seem to attract a lot of attention. But really, and I kind of realized this the other day when I was at the 150th anniversary of the Principessa Elena Society, which is older. That society is older than the city.
I was once a member, not 150 years ago.
Well, there were a lot of people. There's a lot. They have a lot of members over there. And but what I was saying there, what I was realizing there, is that really the basis for the wonderful city that we have are just these good people doing good things for good reasons, and nothing else, no more than that. Not looking for recognition, just doing stuff that benefits their fellow Saratogians, and that is, I've just come to realize how important that is for this city. I still estimate about 30-40% of the people in the city are engaged in some type of a service organization, or baseball or football or or any
Right.
one of our myriad
Volunteering.
sports. Uh, I mean, this is a great city because of people that just aren't looking for attention, that are just there to serve. So that's sort of the theme that I've been following lately, and I'm just so overwhelmed by the fact that that's what makes our city so great.
I don't want to go out of my way to tell people not to vote on the traditional Democrat or Republican Party line. But if people voted across the line with one Saratoga candidates, they would that would be a double message, right? I'm
It
for
would
these
be,
candidates.
yeah, if
I'm
we,
also for the city over any party.
right.
And I think that would be a great dual message. By the way, I didn't mention this earlier. This is sponsored content. I'll put it on the write up, but I want to mention that here. But we're having a great discussion. I'm enjoying this, Mayor, and I would like to see that, to send a message that I believe in this city. I believe in comity, comity, right? Getting along. I think these candidates can do it. The fighting, it's been ugly fighting in this town, and I think that needs to end. And I think people can maybe do that.
Well, I
By
think it'll be,
voting.
whatever happens, it does settle down. These next 2 or 3 weeks will be pretty intense, but
I imagine so. I want to commend you for your mayoral debate on CBS 6. I thought you were terrific, and you laid things out, and it was great. Mr. Mayor, is there anything else you want to cover on this? We're going to talk again before the election, probably a couple times, but we were really hoping to talk about One Saratoga, and I think we did a good job of it.
well, thank you, Dan. It's always good to talk to you, and hopefully we'll continue to get this message out that our city is great, and it's great.
Terrific. You've been doing a great job of getting that message out, and thank you for being our mayor and being so active as mayor. Thank you.
And so, anybody listening to this, vote for me.
Absolutely. Vote for Mayor Safford on whatever line you wish to. He does appear on the Republican and the One Saratoga line. Mayor, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks.